Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and I'm coming to you from the beautiful Kapuhala Resort in Koh Samui, Thailand. Today we're going to move through a gentle Vinyasa flow that's designed to release stress and soften anxiety. Oftentimes in our busy lives, our bodies tend to hold a lot of stress, sometimes in the shoulders, the jaw, hips, and even in our breath. So today this practice is an invitation to slow down, to move intentionally, and just give yourself a little space to breathe. We'll start by coming into an easy seated position. If you have a block or a cushion, I'd recommend sitting up on that just to get your hips to be more in line with your knees. And just settling in, maybe rolling your shoulders back a couple of times or rolling out the neck. We're going to begin with one of my favorite breathing exercises for when I feel anxious. It's called box breathing. So if you imagine a box in front of you or a square, we're going to inhale up one side for a count of 4, hold our breath across the top for 4, exhale down the other side for 4, and then hold our breath again with it out across the bottom. And we'll do 2 full rounds. You're welcome to just let your hands rest on your legs, or if you'd like to take one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, just so you can really tune into your breath. To begin, let's all just take a deep breath in through the nose, filling the body completely with air. And then exhaling through the mouth, gently letting it go. Now we'll inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just return to your natural breathing pattern. Throughout our practice, we'll try and keep our inhales nice and deep, exhales a little bit longer, slower than our normal breath. From here, just coming out of your seated position, let's move into a tabletop. Spreading your fingers wide on your mat with your wrists directly below your shoulders, knees directly below your hips. Toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever feels the most comfortable to you. We'll start with a few cat-cows. With your next inhale, gently dropping your belly down so your tailbone points up to the ceiling, then gazing up. As you exhale, rounding your back, tailbone pointing down, drop your chin to your chest. Inhale to drop the belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up. Exhale, completely round the spine, really push the mat away from you. 2 more times like that, inhaling to your cow. Exhaling to your cat. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Next inhale, just bringing you back into a neutral position. Pressing your left hand firmly into the mat. With your next inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling or sky, twisting open. With our exhale, we're gonna bring that hand underneath our left arm, come down and then forward onto your right ear for threading the needle. Option to keep your left hand where it is, maybe extend it towards the top of your mat, or if you'd like an extra twist, we can inhale our left arm up to the sky. With your exhale, bend your elbow, wrap it around your low back, or maybe reach for your inner right thigh. Let's take 3 slow breaths here. With your next inhale, if you're twisted, reach that arm back up to the ceiling. With your exhale, place your hand next to your face on the mat. Inhale to push firmly into the mat. Reach your right arm all the way back up, twisting. Exhale to lower that hand down. Coming to the other side, inhale your left arm up, twist. Exhale to thread it underneath your right arm. Come down and forward onto your left ear. Whatever arm variation you took on the other side, go ahead and make your way there. 3 more slow breaths. If you're twisted, next inhale, reaching back up for the ceiling. Exhale to place your hand next to your face on the mat. Inhale to push into the ground. Reach that left arm back up one more time. Exhale to gently lower it back down. From here, we're going to walk our hands forward towards the top of our mat. And then with an exhale, start to melt your heart down towards the ground, finding a puppy pose. Option to rest your forehead on the mat here. Or if you want to take it a little deeper, we can try to lower our chest down, maybe placing our chin lightly on the mat. 3 more breaths, breathing deeply into the belly, filling all the way up. Slow exhales through the nose or maybe gently through your mouth. Next inhale, just slowly making your way back up to your tabletop. Checking your alignment quickly. Wrists back underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide. From here, tucking your toes. Next inhale, lifting your hips up and back, finding your first downward facing dog. Go ahead to take a couple of breaths to stretch it out. Maybe bending deeply into one knee and then the other. Maybe taking little twists, gazing underneath each armpit. Maybe bending your knees deeply and really pushing into the mat so our chest moves a little closer to our legs. Nice shoulder chest stretch. And when you're ready, finding some stillness. Pushing firmly through all knuckles in your hand. Let's just take 2 deep breaths here. With your next breath in, lift your heels up towards the ceiling. And with your exhale, slowly tippy-toe walk all the way to the top of your mat, bringing your feet in between your hands. And we'll hang here in a ragdoll position for a moment. You can keep a little micro bend in your knees, maybe grabbing opposite elbows, maybe taking little bounces up and down or swaying left and right. Just allowing gravity to slowly pull your upper body down. No tension in the neck, just let your head hang heavy. Maybe we shake our head no, then nod it yes, just to make sure it's totally relaxed for 1 more breath. Then releasing your hands, just letting your arms hang heavy. We'll take a deeper bend in our knees. And with our next inhale, start to tuck your tailbone. Slowly roll up all the way to standing. Letting your head be the very, very last thing that comes up. Arriving in your mountain pose, we'll inhale our shoulders up to our ears. Exhale to roll them down and back. 2 more times like that. Inhaling up, exhaling down. 1 more time. Deep breath in, full breath out. Next inhale, reaching up for the ceiling. With your exhale, hinging from your hips, folding forward. Inhale to push into your shins, lifting up halfway. With your exhale, plant the hands, step or gently hop back to your downward facing dog. Next inhale, we'll reach our right foot up for the ceiling, finding a 3-legged dog. With your exhale, shift forward, gently step your foot in between your hands or take a couple of steps to get there, arriving in your low lunge. Back leg super straight and strong, most of the weight in your right foot. Next inhale, reaching both arms up, finding a high lunge. With your exhale, dropping that left heel down, opening up to your warrior 2. Gazing over your right middle finger. With your next breath in, flip that palm, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Exhale to come into an extended side angle. Option 1, resting your elbow on top of your leg. If you're here, make sure you push your shoulder away from your ear. Option 2, maybe we float that arm inside of our knee, really activating our core. Option 3, you can wrap your left arm around. Maybe you find a bind. We'll stay here for another 2 breaths. Taking one more breath in to reach through your fingertips. With your exhale, look down at your right foot, plant your hands either side, come back to your low lunge. Take a breath in. With your exhale, we'll take a little rock back so we can step forward and then fold. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold a little deeper. Maybe we grab the backs of our calves or ankles. Taking a slight bend in the knees, inhale to come all the way up to standing, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Maybe closing down the eyes just for a couple of breaths. Just noticing the energy moving throughout the body. Maybe just feeling your heart beating into your hands. Next breath in, reach back up for the ceiling. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift up halfway. With your exhale, plant the hands, step back to your down dog. Moving to our left side, inhaling your left leg up to the ceiling, 3-legged dog. Exhale to shift forward, gently step your foot between your hands, low lunge. Most of the weight in that left foot, inhale to reach both arms up. Coming into your high crescent lunge. Exhale to drop the right heel, move into your warrior 2. Flipping your left palm, inhale to reach up and back, reverse. With your exhale, finding your version of extended side angle. Maybe that's with your elbow resting on your knee. Maybe floating or finding a bind. Staying for one more deep breath in. With your exhale, look down at your left foot, plant the hands, low lunge. From here, we're going to inhale. With your exhale, step your left foot back, find your high plank. Tucking your tailbone slightly. Next inhale, shift slightly forward. With your exhale, lower down chaturanga, or maybe lowering the knees to assist. Inhale to a cobra or upward facing dog. With your exhale, tuck your chin, shift back to your downward facing dog. Take 3 slow, deep breaths here. Taking one more full breath in, filling the body up with air. Maybe exhaling through the mouth, releasing some tension. Next inhale, we'll reach our right foot back up for the ceiling, 3-legged dog. With your exhale, step your foot between your hands and then lower your left knee down to the mat. From here, we'll just come up onto our knee, placing your hand on top. Finding a deeper low lunge, really sinking your hips here. Feel a nice stretch in your groin, hip flexor area. Staying here just for one more breath. Then if you'd like to grab a block, if you have one available, or maybe just a thick book, we're gonna place it on one side of us. With your next inhale, reaching your opposite arm up to the ceiling. With your exhale, very slowly start to bend. Breathe into your ribs. Next inhale, coming back up, switching sides. Again, inhaling to reach your arm up first, reach for the ceiling. Exhale to bend, breathe into your ribs. Inhale to come back to center. Use your exhale just to release. From here, we'll take one breath in your low lunge. With your exhale, shift your hips back, right toes up to the ceiling, finding a half splits. Use your breath here as a tool to take you a little deeper. Every inhale, thinking about lengthening your spine. Every exhale, maybe lowering your chest a little closer to your leg. Staying for one more breath in. Use your exhale to gently release. Planting both hands on the mat, inhale to lift your left knee. With your exhale, step back to your down dog. Inhale to reach your left foot up for the ceiling. Exhale to step your foot between your hands and then lower your right knee, finding your low lunge. Again, just coming up first, making sure you're nice and stable and balanced. Then we'll sink our hips, find a deeper stretch in our groin hip flexor area. Then grabbing your block or maybe just finding your balance. Next inhale, reaching your arm up to the ceiling. Exhaling to bend. Inhale to come back to center. Switching out your block if you need to. Inhale, reach the opposite arm up. Exhale, bend a little deeper. Inhale to come back to center. With your exhale, lowering your hands back down to the mat, finding your low lunge. Take one breath in. With your exhale, shift your hips back, left toes up, finding your half splits here. A few deep breaths. Again, every inhale, lengthening the spine. Every exhale, surrendering just a little more to gravity. Staying for one more breath in. And using your exhale to release. From here, we'll step our left knee down to the mat, we'll make our way into a child's pose actually first. Spreading the knees wide, bringing your big toes to touch, then sinking your hips back onto your heels. Maybe walking the hands forward and then lowering the chest and the forehead down towards the mat. Just take a couple deep breaths here, noticing where you feel your breath the most in this position. I always feel it in my ribs in a child's pose, so maybe with the next inhale, just allow your ribs to fully expand. With your exhale, feel your ribs squeeze in towards your spine. Relaxing the shoulders and your face. Take 2 more slow breaths here. With your next inhale, gently, slowly coming back up to your tabletop. Now we'll make our way onto our back, maybe crossing your ankles and rolling over them to come into a seated position, or any other way that you'd like to make your way all the way down onto your back. From here, just planting your feet firmly on the mat, we're going to windshield wiper our legs, dropping both knees to one side and then the other. Taking one more on each side. And then we'll come back to center. From here, squeezing your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around yourself, giving yourself a little hug. Maybe telling yourself thank you for stepping onto the mat today. Maybe gently rocking left and right, massaging your low back. And then when you feel ready, we'll just release that hold, moving into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Extending your legs out straight, separating them to be wider than your hips, maybe even wider than your mat. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up with enough space between your arms and your body so that your armpits can breathe. We'll do a little body scan as we fully relax here, starting by bringing our awareness to our toes. Relax your toes, your feet, and your ankles. Relax your calves, quad muscles, and hamstring muscles. Allow your legs to feel super heavy on your mat. Relaxing your hips and your belly, allowing it to just be soft, no longer focusing on our breath. Just let your body completely take that process back over. Then relax your fingers, hands, and wrists. Relax your forearms and your upper arms. Feel as if your shoulder blades are melting into the mat as you relax your chest and the tops of your shoulders. Then relax your neck muscles and your jaw muscles. Unclench your jaw. Then relax your cheeks and all the tiny muscles around your eyes. Allow your eyes to feel heavy in your head. Lastly, relax your eyebrows, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead. When you feel ready, and only when you feel ready, we'll start to bring the awareness back into our body, first just by noticing our breath. Taking a gentle breath in, feeling your belly rise. Slow breath out, feel your belly fall. And wiggling the toes and fingers, or taking any other movements that feel good to wake up the rest of your body. And then again, when you feel ready, we'll bend into both of our knees and roll over onto one side, maybe keeping your eyes closed if possible. Just taking a couple of breaths in your embryo pose. And with your next inhale, we'll use our hand to push into the ground, bringing yourself back up into a seated position where we started. And then taking one more breath to close out our practice. Inhaling, reaching your arms up above your head, bringing your palms to touch. With your exhale, slowly lowering your hands to heart center and gently bowing your head forward. I always like to take a moment for gratitude at the end of a practice, so please join me in first being grateful for your body, for all the ways that it can move and all the places that it takes you. Next, be grateful for the time and space to practice. And then if you're looking forward to anything or you're extra grateful for anything today, just hold that thing in your mind and in your heart. Let that feeling of gratitude slowly spread throughout your body. Let's see if we can take it with us throughout the rest of our day. Thank you all so much for joining me. Namaste. In front of a camera, so much scarier than like a room full of people, you know? So weird. Like I don't understand it. I need to think about it more.